Hola, buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? Hey y'all, I'm feeling great today. I'm feeling great today. I had the epic bath because a epic bath is very necessary to the health and wellness of a goddess, okay? If you are not having epic baths, what are you doing? Because an epic bath is necessary up in this game. So yes, honey, I know you're probably like, she plays with her hair a lot. You know, somebody told me that, I remember Mona Goddess, you said it was like a nervous tick. I didn't really think that. I thought it was a Leo thing. Always got to be camera ready. Like, yeah, I was really thinking about my whole Leo energy and how, like I remember when Got to Be Oshun, who I love, the Queen sister Got to Be Oshun here. She was like, I remember I got a reading and the woman was saying that my energy, well, at least in the Ghana tradition, the Ghanaian reading tradition, that I guess I would be my energy, who would have my head would be Aset, which is the mother goddess. And I could kind of see that for sure, being born on Monday. Oh, I even wearing blue, right? Like, and how I remember that when I had a reading from this book that one time I had this book, y'all. Let me get close to y'all. And it was like the book, I forgot where I bought it, but the book kind of like helped you do your own kind of reading on yourself. And yeah, the cards that I pulled was strictly that I was like a nun, even that it picked up nun energy, but I was always doing celibacy, and it also picked up mother's energy too. So I get that, and I think that's when I could tell you that's when I was the rawful goddess, the womb priestess, and the holistic practitioner. So that kind of was like I was taking on the world. I was taking on the wombs of every black woman. So, but really, got to be Oshun was like, but I would put you in Oshun energy. And even people before that used to know me, that used to say, back when I was in Cali, they was like, yeah, you Oshun, like, you got to be Oshun, like, you are Oshun, like, the Oshun energy. And I want to thank Nancy. Nancy, you sent me that wonderful video about the sister talking about the Oshun energy. That Oshun, yeah, she's sensual, sexy. Yeah, she loves the way she looks. She loves to pamper herself and all those other things. But she's also fierce too. She'll let you have it. And I think that that's me. Like, I'd be like that, but I'll let you have it too, right? So I will definitely say, and I love the yellows and the golds. I mean, being the Leo, that helps too. I feel Oshun all around me. Like, I feel like I am Oshun down. Like, I just love to look beautiful, and I love to spend time on my beauty, and I love to be bold. Like, I'm bold with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always look at this style. This is a bold style. It's interesting too, like some people, yeah, I love it. I don't know, ladies, know your worth, but also know your beauty and know what your beauty is worth. Sometimes when you go into environments where people don't get it, like I'll give you an example. So when I go into an environment, believe it or not, the way I look with this hairstyle, let's specifically talk about this hairdo, right? So I'll go into an environment and it will be black folks. They good. They be like, girl, your hair, that style, how you sleep with the bees. They want to know everything. Who's the hairdresser? Do you have a card? Like, love it, like absolutely love it, right? So yesterday I had this hunch to go into Chapel Hill. It's amazing how much Chapel Hill reminds me of Berkeley, California, because it's very white. It's white hippies. I don't know why. Like I always say, it's like white hippies who try to act like they don't have a lot, but they filthy rich. They got like lots of money. It's that same pretentious Berkeley thing. When you found out that the folks in Berkeley are supposed to be so liberal hippie, but that most of them are Republicans, we find out, right? So it's that pretentious, like, this is our community. We're so hippie. We're so hip. So even the store I went to is Weavers. It's a co-op. Co-ops is hip with the hippies, hip with the hippies, right? So, and it's like some old hippies in there. And it's a lot of Jewish people in Chapel Hill. Let's face it. That's a very expensive school to go to, and it's hard to get into. and they probably buy their way in like a lot of folks do that have money. So anyway, it was funny because it was a white man and a woman, and they both, it was everybody. Like when I walked, let me just show you. When I walked in, because this is how I walk. When I walk, a friend of mine told me a long time ago, he said, you don't walk, you strut. Okay, so I walked in, feeling like a goddess, and I'm strutting through. You know how we do it, right? Leo strut, right? So I'm strutting. Okay, so I'm strutting, how we do it, right? And I could tell, like, the white woman and the men that with the white women, which, like, what's wrong with you? They were, like, intimidated. The men, too. Like the man was like, oh, like, who does she think she is? And, like, one guy and his wife, they were like getting a cart, but they was taking a long time on purpose because they knew I was behind them trying to get a cart too, so they wanted to make me wait. Look, ain't nobody stupid. I'm 52 years old. We ain't got to play this stupid game here, but that's what it was. But I knows when I was strutting through, like, you could tell people was kind of upset. Like, they looked at me like, oh my God, bracelets missing. Shun got to have her bracelets. Oh, Shun got to have her bracelets, okay? You could tell that they were like mad. Like I know I read energy well, okay? They was almost like the look was like, who does she think she is? Like it was just deep. Like they just didn't like it was like, and then they got like a mean face, and I was like, why am I in this goddamn store? Like why am I in this store with these, pale face. I'm sorry. It's just got to be a little nicer. Why am I in this store, with these people that can't take the guys? Because it was the strutting. It was like, I think at one point I pushed back my hair. Girl, what? They couldn't handle it. Like, I was clear that they couldn't handle it because, like I said, I read energy, right? They didn't know what to say. Like, they thought they owned that world, and they like the little things. Like, they got the tables outside. They be having their dogs up on the damn table, and they still be eating. That's just nasty stuff, nasty stuff. They just want to act like they own that Chapel Hill is theirs, and they own it, and they own that store, and why am I coming in there strutting? And I'm not supposed to be strutting. I don't care what you say or what you think. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Hold your power. Hold your space. Especially as black women. They are intimidated. Let me tell you, they feel very comfortable if you look a certain way. And that way you may look is nothing against you. There's all shapes, sizes, and complexions to the black woman. But they tend to be a little intimidated if you are, this is what I noticed. You tell me if you notice this too. If you small frame, oh, they hate it because like that's what they want to be, right? And if you confident about who you are, if you are a certain size, they want to big you up. They want, because they don't feel as intimidated. Because remember, you got to understand, to them, skinny is everything. Y'all got to know this. Y'all know this about them. They go to great lengths to be skinny. And so when you come in with your strut and your stuff and your head is held high, you're supposed to keep your head low. Don't forget, because you might offend them. You know what I'm saying? And you're not supposed to step, and you can't strut. And you shouldn't be like knowing who you are and what you want. And God dang it, why are you in here? Can you really afford this? Like, it's all these things. So when you put your head high and you walk and you know who you are, it's very intimidating, I find, to the others when you stand in your black woman power, and especially in your Oshun power. But that's where we got to learn how to generate energy where we actually, basically on a spiritual level, send them mother efforts to the cornfield. I do it quite often. You know what I'm saying? Bye. Yes, this is yes. Every once in a while, one will smile, but she'll do it silently as not to disturb the men folk that might be upset. The hatred. I even think about the movie. I didn't even see it yet, which I don't think I'm probably going to see it. No offense to anybody that did. I'm not trying. But I was even thinking about the name of the movie, Harriet. How freaking disrespectful. Now, I don't know where y'all come from, but I believe that y'all come from some similar place, whether you're from the Caribbean, whether you're from the continent, or whether you're from the South, by way of up north. We was never, like, you better put a miss before Harriet. You better put a miss before Harriet. Say her whole goddamn name or don't say it at all. You don't call no grown woman by her first name. You don't call a woman like that. I don't even like the title of the damn movie. Why are you calling her by her first name? If I got a whooping, or at least a side eye when I was growing up, if you didn't say Miss Diane, Miss Sharon, you better say. And if you want to be nice, you can call her Miss Jenkins, and then let her tell you you can call her Miss Sharon. So I just think like the whole disrespect that they have for us. How dare you call her Harriet? Her name is either Harriet Tubman. Some can say, well, it's a slave name. Anyway, put that in front. I like Mr. T. A lot of y'all might be young. You don't know Mr. T. It was a documentary I will never forget, or like Lifetime or something. Well, maybe they do women, but it was somebody doing a story on Mr. T. And they said, well, how did you get the name Mr. T? He said, because I saw my father be disrespected by white men all the time. So I knew I didn't want that. So I put in my name Mr. I put Mr. so white folks is gonna have to call me Mr. T, not just T, Mr. T. And remember, listen, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, you know what I'm saying? There was a time when somebody called you a B-I-T-C-H and you said Miss B-I-T-C-H because you're going to put some respect on my name. The disrespect, but you can't allow it. You walk with your head higher. You walk stronger. You don't buckle under pressure. The best thing we can do is get away from these folks and try to live our own beautiful lives. And that's my thing, what I want to do. Now, don't get me wrong. We got ignorant black folks too, but that is just some devilish-ish. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm supposed. The title is "Bring the Pain or the Joy." Like I was just. That was the pain. I just wanted to get that out the way. Okay. At the same time, when I am in that bathtub, that's my rejoicing. That's my beautifying. That's my recalibrating from racism, white supremacy. You know, because I went in there when really you're going into the lion's den. You don't even know it because they're throwing energy at you of hatred. So you have to come back and remember who you are. You know, I was talking to a Leo one-on-one consultation the other day. You know who you are, Khadijah. Hey, Queen. And I was talking to a Leo. Me and her both said, if we don't get a compliment a day, this is a Leo mind. I'm just sorry, y'all. If y'all don't know this about the Leo, this is information, FYI. If we not complimenting once a day, something wrong. Either the outfit was off, maybe the makeup wasn't right. Like we trying to figure out what happened. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you go into there with their head high and you strutting, then you're going to not get that like, oh, this, or you look good, or you're pretty. Don't look for it from them. Look for it from your own self first and your own people second. Love this, love all of it, because like I said, like Bea Richards said in that movie, Beloved, they don't love your hands. They don't love your skin. They don't love your arm. They kiss it, love it. You got to. So I feel like being beautiful and getting ready in the morning and taking the baths and doing the yoga and doing the mask every morning and hooking up my raw foods is my fight against racism, white supremacy. Because one thing you must do is make the pretty seem ugly and the ugly seem pretty. That's the tenets of white supremacy racism. And if you don't know that, you're going to have a hard time going through life. You already intimidate them, your color, your strut, your body shape, even your attitude is so cool because you cool. You the coolest and they know you cool, but they don't even want to give you that. So I don't know why Spirit had me go up in there. I was glad because I know why, because the food is epic. That's what the food was epic. It was a hunch. And maybe it was to inspire this video. I don't really even know. But I don't know, that was not what I was planning on talking to. But I got to say, I got to let raw food have its way. You know, last night I did a video. Those that was able to see it, you was there. It was like Prince. If you didn't see him before he died, you missed out. That was me. I didn't get to see him. I wasn't there. But you were there last night, and that was an expression of self. And it's real. I feel like this raw foods, because you know y'all been raw for, today's the 7th day? Today's the 7th day. Hey, 7 is the magic of the number. 7 is the number of the spirit, rather. 7 is the number of the spirit. So, and it is a magic number. It's a lucky number. So many good things about 7, right? Like, I am raw right now, and I am feeling all of my emotions. But I also, when you're doing raw, you pick up on all kinds of vibrational frequencies. If nothing else, black people can read. We can read energy. Don't let anybody tell you what you're feeling you're not. I remember being in a relationship. Of course, I mean, many of us could attest to this. And you know that you be like, your man is cheating on you. And he be like, nah, baby, nah. See, you crazy. It's all your imagination. Why you think that? Or your man, you could tell he is attracted to somebody. He playing games with you. And you sitting there denying what your intuition is telling you. That's part of your black girl magic. You could feel. We was feeling the slave catcher before he came. We was feeling the influx of new enslaved Africans. We were feeling when our children were going to be taken away from us. Our feelings are everything. Our feelings are everything. But we get so caught up in the world that we don't get a chance to concentrate on our own selves. We don't get a chance to concentrate on our own feelings and our own thoughts. This is why, y'all, I don't understand it, but I got the Sunday school, $47. I want you to know, for everybody that was in the last intensive creative journey intensive, I'm going to take $10 off in honor of the holiday. I'm going to take $10 off for you who have taken my course before, at least the last one. Or if you was in the last Sunday special, the 7 is the number of the spirit, or Sunday school, I call it, you also get the 10% off, okay? Or rather the $10 off. That thing is a daily reminder, a focus, so that you can be that strong and eventually get out situations that don't serve you. And because that's like, I could imagine, I mean, I see why so many, especially a young woman, maybe older women in corporate America, I had women tell me they dye their hair because because there's ageism and they're going to be discriminated. They know how old you are. They got your goddamn address and your birthday from in HR, so they already know. Or the lightening of the skin, or the talking a certain way, or the not being yourself. I couldn't imagine not being myself. But our ancestors lived not being themselves in so many ways. And in other ways, it made them stronger in themselves when they were together. I mean, I would love to see more of us and more communities where we are totally ourselves. And I think that that's changing a lot anyway. You know, I'm doing my best. This next awareness course that starts this Sunday, $97. It's the best $97 you ever gonna spend. We're being aware of the entities that are surrounding us. We really do have a higher power, a higher source that sits within us. You know, I remember this, and I had gotten this years ago when I lived in Oakland, this vision, but it came back to me today in meditation. And I want to share this vision with you because I think this vision is really powerful. So look at it this way, right? So you and your higher self are walking down the street together, holding hands maybe, or just, enjoying each other's company. And you're walking down the street because you have a destination. You're both want to get to this destination. Let's say you're going to the store. So next thing you know, the higher self is walking and turns around and notices that you're not next to it. Before, you were next to the higher self. You were walking with your higher self. But for some reason, the higher self is almost to the store, to the destination, and you're back there stuck. And the higher self turns around and calls to you and says, hey, come on, it's fun over here. What are you waiting for? And you said, it's all the stuff I got to cross before I get there. That scares me. All the stuff that I have to cross. And the spirit said, no, it's fun along the trail. It's fun along the way. I think that we do, in a sense, too, even though I could talk about racism and white supremacy and my old relationships, I think that sometimes black women do subscribe to a pain narrative, that we like the pain. If somebody ain't bringing the pain, we don't feel that happy. We want to hear the painful stories. We don't want to see that the path along the way can actually be quite beautiful. That even in the situation that I had yesterday, in the end, I walked with my head higher and I felt so great because my mission, my destination was to get some really good quality food, and I got it. When I got in that car, and then remembering along the way how I got there. First of all, the roads were easy. GPS took me another route that I preferred, actually better than the last one. Kind of took the back roads that was really nice. I got the perfect parking space. All the food on my list, I think except one thing that I wasn't going to really get there anyway, was there. I was in and out, and when I left, it was the parking lot was jammed. People couldn't even find a parking. Do you understand that the path along the way, if you recognize all the good that's on the path, the bad ain't so bad. And so I acknowledged the bad. I acknowledged what I saw. But when I thought about it again, why was I there? Because I wanted good quality foods for less, and I got it. And I got it. The path is good. I think that your higher self is constantly saying, like the law of attraction says, come this way. No, go that way. No, go this way. We have so many regrets in our lives. And no, I thought about it today. I started laughing hysterically in the bathtub because I started thinking about a past or the past. I was thinking about Clyde. I was thinking about Clyde because I was doing this thing about instead of focusing on when I think about somebody, they make me mad, focus on what about them that makes you happy because or makes you feel better or what's good about them. So listen to this. So I was thinking about Clyde because I was like, what that kind of what mother effer like have you in town and make you pay for gas and make you pay for everything? It was almost crazy. And I was getting all mad and Spirit said, so what good is that? First of all, it's in the past. It already happened. And you still mad about some stuff that you can't do nothing about, that it don't matter. And when I realized it, I started laughing hysterically. So then I started thinking about what was good about Clyde. I thank him because every Sunday he made me food. He went to the market. He made food for me every Sunday, and he didn't ask me for no money for the food. Now, there was a few times he would just, out of the blue, go get me a roti or something, and he would ask me for the money. Like, I didn't even ask you to get the damn roti. Then you going to ask me for the damn money. You see how I go back? See, I'm doing this so you could see. And then I had to pull back in. I was like, no, wait. He made lunch for me or dinner for me every Sunday. Obviously, he bought the food, and he didn't ask me for the gas money to go back and forth. Okay, he kind of did. Let's go out. Let's see. You see how hard this is? I'm doing this because I want you to see. In the end, he made food for me every Sunday, and it was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? In the end. It really is better because past things being mad about it's kind of stupid. It's kind of silly. It keeps you in a state of right here, right now, vibratory frequency. So I don't really like to tell the bad stories all the time unless I feel like maybe, I don't know how the bad stories can help y'all, but I can tell it does. Y'all get great something out of it. And I think that that's okay. Maybe to show you that even I went through it, but every Black woman walking the earth went through something, and most likely a lot. And even if she didn't think she went through it in this lifetime, she still definitely has seen it done or seen somebody else Black go through it. We got a lot of great stories. And even though, no, they don't get subscribers and people probably, so I've never had the influx of people unsubscribe to me ever. Listen, I say it with a smile because I know that's that cleanup. That's a good thing. But I notice it's when I don't allow them to say anything negative or leave messages or I stay in the positive. People get mad at when you're happy. People get so mad when you're positive. But that's the thing you have to be. When we say positive, it's not this faking or just being nice or what would Jesus do type positive. It is to build up an energy that connects to other things that you want. Because most likely what you want is positive. It would add positivity to your life. The new job, the new work, the new house, the new car. Those are fun, happy things. But if you're wanting to hear the horror stories, or want to see, like I'm saying, this human trafficking thing and constantly sending a negative thing. Okay, we understand. And I'm definitely, thank you, I'm way more alert. Let me say this too. It's not just sex trafficking why they're taking Black women Because some of us is old. Like I'm not saying, I'm just trying to tell you honestly, I'm an old sister, okay? I'm an older sister. So I don't know how much I'm going to garner on the black market sexually. But my organs might garner a whole lot. And I think that a lot of that is also not just sex trafficking while they're taking, because I saw people, it was random, it wasn't even little girls anymore. I said, okay, something else going on here. And we do have to be extremely careful. But we also, and careful is the energy that we have within us. We have a way to protect ourselves. That, like I said, you could be in create a veil of invisibility where you're just not going to be targeted because your energy, they can't even see you. That's what the Sunday school course is. That's what the awareness course is that. And yes, if these things tragically help us to be more aware, I'm definitely more aware. Like I used to get in my car and sometimes not lock it. Now I'll be locking that car. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not stupid. I get that melanin, and might be just my melanin, and I got a whole bunch of it. Now, my melanin would go on a whole bunch on the black market. I get that one for sure. But at the same time, you could be in the vibrational frequency where that just does not happen to you. How do we raise that up, y'all? Because we can. These courses you're not taking, these courses that you're not, they're important. And they're healthy and they're good. So I want to show y'all my kitchen. Well, don't look at my kitchen. My kitchen is not for prime time right now. But, okay, my kitchen ain't that dang bad. Let me be nice. Be nice in your kitchen, girl. But this is what I went to the store for yesterday. I got some raisins, organic. And look, remember these wonderful jars that I got from my fast or my detox? I use them, so reuse. This is walnuts. This is some dates because I made some stuff. This is some dates as well. Almonds. I bought a lot. And this is coconut. I seen a brother. His name is Akeem Pierre. And he made coconut milk with this, with the shredded coconut. I thought that was so dang dope. Again, I said shredded coconut. I thought that was so dope. You make coconut milk. I was all about that life. And then you see my, what do you call this? Food processor. That's my chia seed cereal with almond milk because I made almond milk. And so when I make almond milk, I have almond pulp. That's why I got to go to the store because I need some coconut oil to make these almond balls. But this is my almond pulp. This is my wakame seaweed that I'm soaking. I don't know. I got so much good stuff in here. All the vegetables, orange juice, apple juices, smoothies. Like, I'm here for it, y'all. I'm here for it. I got me some nutritional yeast. Look at this. You see how full this is? This is pretty full because I ain't drank it in days. That's why I got it. I got my oils. Like, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to raise my vibrational frequency through food. I'm ready to protect my aura through food, through energy. Energy is everything. It really, really is. And yes, sometimes your energy will intimidate. Sometimes your energy will scare. But I bet one thing, they couldn't have cast no spell on me. I'll put them all in the goddamn graveyard with my mind if I have to. Like, that's Oshun. She fierce too. She cute. She's sexy. But she fierce. Harriet Tubman was fierce. How dare you call her Harriet? You're disrespectful. Black folks don't do that. We're not allowed. Can you imagine calling a black older woman an icon, first of all, by her first name? I don't know what universe. I was raised in New York, and we had to put Miss in front of every black woman that we knew. Awareness course is going to be dope. The Sunday school course is going to be dope. Come on, y'all. Change your life. It's one more month before we get into this new realm, this new decade, this new energetic field. I mean, why y'all don't think it's weird? Like, y'all know I was totally against Raw again because, again, go back. I associated Raw with the negativity. When I was Raw 1 year, and then I met my ex, And I was raw up that whole 8 years we were together. So I think I'm going to eight, like, well, I would have. So for me, I associate raw with, I don't know, maybe him. I don't know, maybe that time in my life. So I was demonizing the raw. When the raw was good, the raw didn't, it probably kept me alive. That's why I could go in the hospital. They kept saying, nothing wrong with you. We ain't never really seen no health like this. I kept going to the eye doctor. They kept saying, something's wrong. Let me retest you. Your eyes are too good. They're supposed to be deteriorating. You're getting older. I forgot about the raw feelings, the raw emotions, the raw expression. Like, I totally forgot. I'm not saying that I could stay this or maintain, but I feel really good. What happened that it's winter time and I'm doing raw? I said to y'all, I can't do raw in the winter. I'm going to be hungry. I'm going to be cold. But why is it? Because, see, the herbs, which are ancestors in a lot of ways, the herbs actually get your body right and cleansed so that you could actually absorb what you couldn't before. In other words, it's like smoking a lot, nicotine, very addictive, and doing a detox and losing the craving for the cooked food or the cigarettes or the weed or whatever it is. I'm going to keep going, as long as, like I said, I got another phase and I'm staying raw then. But I think I'm going to do this for a while until I do something else. I'm not stuck either. But I know I'm feeling things. And yes, I'm going to share my feelings and I'm going to. So this is what I want. I do believe that we can't be so white, because I love law of attraction or Abraham Hicks, that we don't be black. And I think for black folks, yes, we do like to scream and holler and talk about the pain. And I think we should have a place to talk about the pain, because I think you're right. Black women relate to black women in pain because they're in pain, and or they've been in pain and they want the remedies to get out of it. But they want to know that you've been through something, because they don't want no teacher. They don't want no therapist that ain't been through nothing. I got it, black woman. I'm with you. You ain't been through nothing. I mean, that's kind of, maybe it's a little backwards. Maybe it don't make sense. Maybe we could be somebody that was happy all the time. It would make more sense to have somebody that's always happy to teach you about happiness. But we black women want you to be in pain. I don't think nothing wrong with it right now. I think we can move past it. But if sharing those stories make y'all feel better and make us feel better as black women, then we should have a place. So I'm asking everyone to join the Patreon, and I can tell y'all all the painful stories that y'all so love. I know we're going to get some subscribers for that one. All the painful stories that, y'all like a lot. Remember, Jesus used to kind of know, he was the first one knows that. He says, I noticed when you do happy videos, you don't get a lot of response. But if you do titles, that's why people do clickbait, because let's face it, those titles get people in. If it's too happy, we'll watch that happy one later. If it's some drama filled, we be on that one like white on rice, right? So black on rice, okay. So I realize that it's important to many, and I am going to save those, because I'm talking about other people, and it's probably not that nice to talk about people that you might actually see and know, or their family is watching. So I'm going to share all of those stories. When I do share those stories, I'm going to do it on Patreon. So I would encourage you to join Patreon if you want those stories. I personally don't, and I did today. I told the downtrodden. I did. I talked about racism, white supremacy. I'm going to probably talk about that. That will be on this channel. But I don't really want to live from that place totally. But if it helps somebody, I'm so happy. I don't know how my horrible story helped you, but if it helped you, I'm like more than happy. But I see, let me tell you, I would like everybody that ain't feeling the happy-go-lucky, you could unsubscribe, because I know I don't need that. I don't look at the numbers anymore. I feel the energy. I would like to come on every day and laugh ridiculously. I would like to come on every day and tell you how good life is. I would like to come on every day and be joyful. That's what we're doing here. We're going to be joyful and happy. And if that's just too much for you, If it's not enough drama, it's okay. Unsubscribe. It'll make room for other people that want to come in. I love y'all. Like I love y'all so much. And but like I said, he used to say, but when you bring the pain, they love it. He said, okay, time to bring the pain because he noticed it as somebody on the outside, like, oh, they like the pain. Well, I said, well, I was the lawful goddess, the womb priest, the holistic practitioner. So they want to hear the bad story, and I guess they want to see how far I've come, and that's okay. Like I said, I ain't mad that you like the trajectory. That's why you're watching. Not all of you like the pain. A lot of you do, but a lot of you don't. Y'all want to know the bad story, so because y'all want to see how far we come. But all I'm going to tell you is we don't have to really keep telling the bad story to validate the goodness that we feel right now. Like I said, if I want to be happy and somebody has always been happy, that's probably the best coach to go to be happy. It's not that I'm trying not to tell the story. It's not that I'm censoring y'all when you leave, comments down on the below. Like I'm not. I'm just saying, like, let's take it high. So, I mean, I look serious in this, and like I said, I started off with the white women and the intimidation, like, because I thought that's catchy, and I knew that we all could relate, but joy and happiness is where it's at. At this point in my life, if I can't be happy, like, why? This is a little too long to be living in misery. A little too long to go for the playback. It's just too long. I don't really want to do it. I want to move on. And I want y'all to move on with me. But that's only the ones that can. The ones that can't, it's okay. It's enough women with downtrodden stories to make your life. But I think we want to and and let me just say, I get it. It's hard not to tell that story, right? I mean, I told my story last night. I gave details and everything, and that's okay. It's hard not to tell that story. It's hard because you on some level, you kind of feel better. Don't you kind of, like, seriously, just a little bit. Like, you tell the downtrodden story, and you feel better. You know why you feel better? Because all your girls is like, yeah, girl, what? Yeah, girl, what? Amen. Yeah, 5. Like, I get that. But I think we could learn. Now, I'm not sure, and I'm proposing in the new year. I think we could tell good stories about when it did really work out. So let me tell you a good story on top of a bad one. I want to be the first to start, and maybe you will join me inside the description in the comment box. But it's coming from bad, so we still got that anchor that makes black women feel really good, the anchor of badness. So I want to anchor it. That story I will tell of when I decided that the last relationship I was in was the end. It's like the greatest story ever told. Y'all, when I felt I had the law of attraction in my head every day. When I moved into that one room, how did that one room make me happier than being in the whole entire house? Because it was my energy in that room. Because I was eating well in one meal a day, because I was feeling myself, because I felt stronger than I ever felt in my life, because I took back my power instead of trying to say, why can't he be this for me? Why can't he see me? I finally saw myself. And I liked her. Like I said, I had my little head to the side. I did my own braids. I was cute every day. I was able to fit into clothes that I couldn't fit in before. I was doing my yoga in that room. I had an altar in that room. He wouldn't go in that room anyway. When I saw myself get out, the get out story was far greater than the whole 8 years of our relationship. The get out story. I was like, yeah, y'all, look at my stuff. This is what I'm moving. This is where I'm at. This is how I'm purging. Y'all, a lot of y'all was like, is your husband going with you? I was like, no, he's not. Okay, anyway, let's go. Afrocentric home decor. We moving forward. I was genuinely happy. I did that ish. When I want y'all, the best story was, I'm telling you, like, we were not together, but he was still driving because I was afraid or scared or didn't think I could drive the 4Runner. Honey, I'm with him. I'm looking at this man. I'm looking at this her. I'm looking at me, really going, girl, this your car. You pay all the bills. How you think you can't do what you've been doing it? You've been doing it before he even came. You a doer. I was like, oh, wait a second. Hell yeah. Like, I was pumped on the positive. I tell you, he didn't expect that day. That day was not an expected day. It was a day similar to today. It was overcast, rainy. We can't stand each other. Okay, I'm hating each other because I don't really want to use that word. My mama didn't allow it, but we still, running errands. I know he was pissed, and I looked and I saw this where I got my car. It's called Mark Jacobson, Durham. And I could see it 2 blocks ahead. I know where we're going. I'm like, could you pull up into that? Could you pull up into that Mark Jacobson? He's like, huh? What now? I was like, yeah, I want to talk to him about getting another car. He was like, right this second. He was like, don't you think we should go home and take all the stuff out? No, because all the stuff in the back is his anyway. I don't think we need to do that. I said, no, we need to go in there and talk to the man now. Long story short, y'all was there when I was like, hey, y'all, where am I? Toyota, I just got my car. It's blue. It's a Camry. And guess what? I drove that baby off the lot. That was the greatest moment ever. The greatest moment ever. When I found my apartment, first my mind with my daughter before I had to go, when my daughter was still in the house, I'm looking for apartments, can't figure one out, looking at different apartments, not liking. I found this apartment the first time. I went back on to apartments.com, apartmentsfinder.com, and immediately this place showed up. That day that my organic bed that I ordered, that I bought came in, the day that I did the empty apartment tour, that's my greatest moment to date. Like, that's my greatest moment to date. Was when I left and I got me back. And it was just like, oh, I am a boss right now. It was better than any experience I ever had. I can't remember, except for giving birth to my daughter. That was a highlight of my life. I mean, the actual birthing. That was a dope story. Like, one day I'll get into the details and we'll tell the triumphant stories on top of the negative ones, because that's what we like. We want to hear the bad, and we want to hear how bad you went from good. I don't have a problem telling you those stories, and I promise you I will. I just won't tell you the bad. I'll tell you the good, but you'll know that it came from something that didn't seem so good. I still play. The feeling of the energy. Wait, y'all. I used to think driving from Saxby Hello. I'm telling you, if y'all ain't never been in the country, windy roads, no street lights. You out there with cows and horses. If you break down, there ain't no houses. That's where we lived. When I drove the car the first time on them windy roads, and then every single time, back and forth the door, I'm looking for my place, I grew 5 inches from that. I felt so excitedly happy. I knew I had done something great. I want you to talk today about the great moments from the bad, how you got over, how you got out, how you got through, how you got by. That's the stories I want to hear. You want to have the little bad in it, have it on the surface. I don't have a problem with that. But tell me how you got over. That's what I love about it. That's the one thing I can say about church or Christians. I give them that. They'll tell you that horrible story, but they be like, but the Lord got me through. In the name of Jesus, but Jesus was there. Like, that's why we feel and be like, where's that thing? Put the donation in. Put the donation in. Tell me how bad it was, but tell me how good God is. Tell me how bad it was, but tell me how God got you through, got you over, God and you. That's the story I want to hear. Christians do it well. They don't sit there in the pain. They give you the line. They run it down because you're black and you need the hardness. And then they tell you how they got over. Whether it was God outside or I say God inside. I understand that kind of rejoicing in the church. I understand the organ playing behind me. I understand the tambourine being tapped. That I get. Oh, hallelujah, because now the bad story makes sense. And it wasn't telling the bad story to tell the bad story. It was telling the bad story to glorify God. Glorify the goodness in you. Glorify the higher self in you. Glorify your angels, ancestors, the ascended masters. You glorifying them that they can get you out of anything. That your higher self can get you out of anything. I would love to hear those stories. That's the way I like to hear it. What do you think, y'all? Are we in agreement? Can we do that? I think we can. I think we can. Let me see who's on this morning. A whole bunch of y'all. Hey, Grand Rising, M Love. Hey, Leopard, good morning, Sheila. Coco Lux, good morning, Queens. This channel's life-changing. I'm so glad the Goddess Life 360 Grand Rising. Hey, Angela is real. Hey, Queen. Lisa, God, Lisa, you look beautiful. I love that blue on you. Thank you. I got to show you the outfit. Coco, Miss Lisa, I'm adopting you. Oh, I would love that. You are everyone's favorite auntie. I love that. Favorite auntie. Can I be somebody's favorite daughter? Maybe somebody's favorite girl, woman? Oh, my, okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Peace and light to the queens in the chat. Yes, M Love. Hey, Samantha G. Morning, Grand Rising. Joy. Vibrate with Venus. How you doing, Queen? Vibrate, baby. I struck everywhere I go. I struck everywhere I go, too. That's right. I feel like the queen on Coming to America. Yes, Vibrate. Plus, when I sway my hips, I'm summoning all my sexual and cosmic energy. Yes, ma'am. They are coming from a place of lack within. This is true. Good morning, Lakeisha. Coco says, I agree. I'm not interested in that movie either. Right? Lisa, I agree with you 100%. A coworker gave me those vibes. She didn't like the sister. Nah, you know about it, Sheila. Precious, hey, Queen Precious, I'm getting with you. I promise I will have something for you today for both classes. Of course, you're going to be in both of those classes as well. I thought the same thing, right? Yes, Precious. It's Mr. T. Yes. Oh, yeah, the respect has disappeared. That's right. Hashtag bless. Okay, greetings. I know. Sierra says, greetings, Lisa. Oh, yeah, about the Harriet, right? Hey, good morning, Beverly. Love thyself. Yes, this is so true, Lisa. They are intimidated by our presence. Absolutely. Georgia says, liking yourself is a sure way to rub people the wrong way. That's a good point. Plus, the melanated skin and the opposite sense of self-development and self-acceptance. You were serving the people. Y'all ain't up on this. I love how you put that. Hey, Comely says, love the red and blue eyeshadow. Thank you. Last night video was powerful. Thank you, Queen Lex. It was. It had power, and I'm so glad that those that was there, you saw it. I'm so glad. Yes, it's Coco. I'm excited I joined it. I cannot wait. Yes, the guy, thank you. Is that you? Oh, I'm so glad it's you. I saw it come in. I'm ready for the intensive Sunday. Yes, Beverly, the Urban Empress. Hey, the Urban Empress. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, peeps. It's me. Hey, Carlette. Got a new name. Loving the name. General sounds actually okay. Okay. Yeah, sounds actually crazy, right? Crazy. Good guy. Okay, I see. I know what you're saying. Okay, good. Poetic says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. The Goddess Life says, your stories bring me so much healing. I'm not around many women who actually learn from their mistakes, and I want to admit it. I admit all of it. This is good. That's what I want to know. General says, positive vibes. Yes. HTHTV3. Greetings. Hey, Queen. You were some cash, girl. I'm trying to tell you. I get it. Divine says, speak. Yes, Miss Lisa. There's a quote I once read that live by, your presence magnifies their insignificance. I'm just loving this. Do not move on fear. Yes, Diamond. In fear. Yes. Major key, sis. Yes. At the Goddess Light. Yes. Okay. Love coconut. Yes. Need some turkey. Need some turkey. I got it's Thanksgiving. Ooh. No, but thank you. Hey, Emma. Sierra says, so beautiful. Hey, Journey. Peace says, so happy for you for your everything right now. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Fierce. Shoshana says, yes. Joyce Potts, delicious. Yes, Lisa, so true. Beautiful, says Journey. You better say that about respecting our elders. There's a video of Maya Angelou in a talk show. This young black girl dressed as Maya. She got read right on national TV. I'm so glad somebody didn't teach her. Yes, you on fire. Thank you. The baddest witch say, wow. Yeah, you speaking truth today. Ashe. The baddest witch say, I love your energy when you're raw. I'm excited to experience you being raw and a single woman. Thank you. I know there'll be more power out of you this time around. Oh, yes. Now, wait a second, though. I was powerful before, though. But before it don't matter. So that's okay. You're right. It's a new day. It's a new time. It's a new life. Got it. Hey, greetings, Candy. Where you been? M Love says, speak to us, Ashe. Yes, I'm joining the Patreon for sure. Yes, I love the happy titles. Thank you, Beverly. Yes, Lisa Marie, loving this. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Journey. Journey, when we going to breathe together? After the holiday, I need to see you here for it. Yes, indeed. Love you too, Lisa. Yes, M Love. When you share the hardships, it makes me sad to know that you went through it. Yes. However, to see you, how you overcome loves just my soul. Very good. I want to know. Talk to me. Sierra says, I love everybody who vibes with Lisa Marie. Lisa, I laughed at you. Thank you. I love you for that. Poetic Beauty, your preacher today says, yes. Sharon says, Christianity is based on a book full of stories of people who have overcome pain, F-ups, and tragedies. Our story is just as powerful for helping create change. Just don't camp there. Love it. That's what I said. I understand it, and I get it. I love them glasses. Thank you. Angel says, oh, I definitely enjoy happy stories. Yes. Queen Lex says, I love the happiness. Do what makes you glow and happy. Vulnerability and transparency is healing, but staying in the sadness is what does us in. Exactly. I agree. Expression and healing from our pain is important, but there's more to Black women than pain. There's beauty, joy, creativity, wisdom, and so much more. I love being a Black woman. I love it. You're saying we're multifaceted. That's part of the story. I get it. I'm here for it. I want to hear y'all. Yes, and I released so much today. Maybe yours last night triggered. It's a new moon too. Exactly. So that was a great new moon story, I thought. Yes, focused, in tune and attuned. Yes, Journey. Ashe says Coco. Goonies girl, Ashe. You go, girl, says Angel Wings. Yes, love from HTD. TV3. Angel says, yes, celebrate every victory. Beautiful, sis. Frequency, higher self, old school testimony service. I hear the organs and the tamarines while you preaching today. Preach on, preacher. Yes. Yes, says Beverly. Yes, catch you live. Zakia, hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, baby girl. DJ, Queen, Champion, peace and blessings, sister. Hey. I love those stories that have the happy ending. Yes, love the blue. Thank you. I'm so happy you talked about a lot of situations I'm going through. Positive energy, that's fine, because I can keep doing that. That's not a problem. Hello, you always post such wonderful videos, such inspiring vibes. Thank you, Victoria. The Urban Empress says, your energy is what brought me to your channel to begin with. I think I've been with you, hey, 4 or 5 years now, and I love it. I'm happy for you. Thank you. That Dr. HTV3 says, that Dr. Maya Angelou moment on that talk show, so appropriate. Can you believe some in the younger generation have the nerve to have taken, umbrage to that late, great Dr. Angel correcting that youngin'? Yeah, oh, that's wrong. I can't believe that. HTG, I have a friend that worked at a daycare where the brass said it was okay, for the kids to call the adult staff by their first name. No, we're not doing that. Dr. Maya Angelou told that young lady, you do not have license to call me by my first name. I love her. I am old enough to be your grandmother. A while ago, Mr. Mooney addressed Oprah calling Mrs. Jackson by her first. Woo, go ahead. Zakia, Maya Angelou has great posts. Yes, she does. So, Zakia, I know you know. So you said her whole name, and that was perfect. The only way you can say an adult's name if you put that last name. You don't want to put a miss in front of it, then you put that last name. But you usually say Miss Angelo or Miss Maya if you get to know them. But we could never. I remember one time being a little kid, I think I got slapped because I said Diane says. She said, who's Diane? What's her name? I didn't know what she was talking. Miss Diane, I got it. Miss Diane, I'm sorry. I lost my mind. I didn't know. So I just think that, the respect that we as Black women, but I'm telling you, y'all, we in this group, I call it a group, we in this chat, I think the love and respect is there. And I think that we have to continue to do it and show it. It's okay to, correct people if they don't know about the respect or what it is that they're saying or doing. We got a young queen here, Zakia. And Zakia is an amazing young woman. This is Melanin Rich's daughter. I'm so proud of her. She's sitting here with the grown folk in the grown folk circle, and she should be. She should be. I want her to hear from us the good stories, the gospel, the good news. That's what I want for Zakia. That she'll tell stories like our grandmothers, the Anansi the spider story, the stories that used to have a moral to the story, the Aesop fable stories. Remember back in the day, telling a story was something that edified us. It's like even the passing down of the true story of the Harriet Tubman. There's so many grand, amazing stories that we could tell from the pain. The Sojourner Truth story, Ain't I a Woman? The Ida B. Wells, like the all of those stories come from some pain, but the triumph, and I always felt good when I said, go ahead, they did that. They changed that for us. They made that happen. I understand as Black women there's pain. And I think especially though, when it comes to relationships, we have to, as Black women, start telling the good stories. Even if it's how I got over, got out. I just think for our youngsters, is there any good stories that we could tell about when we fell in love, or when we knew he was the one, or the great relationship of our father, or how our father took care of business? I just want to, I don't know. Listen, y'all, I'm in this too. I'm asking myself, I'm talking to myself. It's not just y'all. I want to tell better stories. I want Sakia to grow up and think that men are just amazing. Black men are the best. Black men love us. Black women don't fight each other. Black women respect each other. Like, we got an opportunity to change the narrative as we go into 2020. I know getting that stuff out is important. Don't get me wrong. That's why I said, tell it, but tell me how you got over. I want to hear I'll listen, I promise I'll hear the whole downtrodden story, but tell me how you got over. Those were how the ancestors told us. They even went further. They told us the greatness of the king, or the bird that flew from Africa and gave us the message. Or it was always these stories that was, so we gonna be okay stories. We are from a mighty people stories. Even Malcolm X, the autobiography of Malcolm X, great story, went through a lot. But what I remember is this is why Spike Lee, by many Black scholars, got a lot of flack for the Malcolm X story he portrayed. They said, if let's say it was a 2-hour movie, I think it actually was longer. Why are you going to spend a whole hour and a half on when he was a pimp with the white woman? Why we need to see that? It is like, it's true, like, I don't even remember that. I remember when he came Malcolm X. I remember what he did to raise the Black consciousness when I was a kid. I remember how much he loved us as a people. I don't hardly remember him with the white woman, but that's what Spike Lee chose to put up there. It's just like we could tell the story from so many angles, but in the end, how did you feel after the story was told? Because if you're both, after the end of the story, agreeing that all Black men are dogs, that wasn't probably a good story. Aesop fable. Our stories have a non-sea the spider. Our stories had happy endings. And I just want some more. So I love you. I got to go to the store. I need some coconut. I got a coconut oil because I got to go make this raw balls, these donut holes, they call it raw, of course. And I need donut holes. I need that. I don't remember what else. I'm sure it's something else, and I'll find it when I get there. But I'm going to go right up the road to the store around the corner because, be safe out here today. And definitely be aware. All right, if you want more, you want to donate, thank you for all the donations. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the comments. And also, get into these intensives. They are starting on Sunday, both from the Sunday special or Sunday school, as well as the awareness course. I hope to see you all there. So let me get the rest of my queens. And wait, I just want to take a moment. I love y'all. Like, y'all don't know. Thank you. Like yesterday, let me just say this. Maybe we just tell our stories to be held. Y'all held me yesterday. Y'all held me. Y'all loved on me. That's why I put it on unlisted, because I know it wouldn't probably stay that way, but y'all held me. Y'all loved me. And if telling our story like that get that kind of love, I understand why we tell the story. Y'all loved on me, and I want to really thank y'all for that. So I just really have to say that. So let's go. Yes. Hey. Yes. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm just going through it. In a subsequent interview, Lady O did correct it with Miss Catherine Jackson, though. Kudos to she for that. Yes, your braids. Thank you, Lady T. Zakia says, everyone should watch the movie. I know why the cage birds. Go ahead, girl. Zakia, you're wonderful. And read the book by Miss Girl. That book is a dope book. Dr. Maya also had great books that I know why the cage bird sings. Yes, the kid said that Stella, one of the best quotes per my studies. Hate caused many problems, but never solved any. Ooh, powerful. Yes, the kid. Thank you. Ladies, please like this video. Thank you, Goddess. HTHTV says yes, and she corrected her respectfully. That documentary was so good. Can watch it over and over again. Yes. Sharon says, yes, my sons were taught if you don't know their last name, you must put Mr. or Miss in front of the first name. Yes, ma'am. The Urban Ever says, oh, yes, for the title one. Yes. Okay, Goddess and fellas. Yes, balance and reflection. Yes, tell the good story, says Janae. They renamed a street or a highway in Chicago and named it Ida B. Wells. Oh, Zakia, you are so full of information. Thank you. I didn't know that. The Urban Empress think and know black men are the best. They only can understand the stuff we go through on a daily. Yes. Zakia says the city of Chicago named the highway Ida B. Wells Drive. Go ahead, girl. I'm loving that. I got chills. Beautiful travels. Yes, Journey. Love you, ladies. Love you. Greetings, Black Minds. Frenchie, Peace Queen, I love you so much. Give thanks for you every day. I'm so glad I could be here. OWN has a show called Black Love that features a variety of love. I love that. I watch those. They make me feel so good. That's how I imagine my mate coming in. Goonies girl, when I watch that, I'll be watching that, be like, he gonna be right here. He gonna be sitting on the couch talking about, when I met Lisa Marie, I was like, damn, she's so damn fine. And when I saw her, you see, I knew I had to have her because not only is she fine, but she was woke, she was intelligent, she's so beautiful, and she's spiritual. She keep it. I want to shower her with gifts on a regular basis. Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all see how in I go. Okay, yes, Queen. Okay, Zakia, I got you. Yeah, we got No I Can't Verse Sing. Oh, I watched Under the Tuscan Sun last night. So metaphysical. It really is a metaphysical movie. I was zooming to Durham to get to the doctor with my son. I will stay tuned and on. We'll be catching replay. Okay. Hey, yes, Zakia. Thanks for sharing so much info. Tell your mom I said hi. Yes. Frenchie says, I feel like we bonded together yesterday. Yes, so raw. I appreciate transparency. And I did too. Your laugh is infectious. Thank you, y'all. Yeah, girl, honey. I'm painting that picture, honey. Because when he come right now, I got to admit, I ain't really ready for him. I'm kind of doing my own thing. But I know he's alive and he's well and he's coming. But I don't mind yesterday's story. I actually got another one for y'all. That's why I said join the Patreon. I think we need to get these stories out. I don't have a problem with it. I feel like we did bond. I feel like there was a connection. I feel like there was love. And I'm not mad at none of it. Let's see the very simple, now y'all know if I don't drop it, it ain't right. Come on, drop it now. Okay. Y'all know, look how simple I am today. This is my simple outfit. So let me tell you about this shirt. I got this shirt from the Dominican Republic. No, República Dominicana. I got this kama. It's a t-shirt. It's a kama. Okay, it's a shirt. Anyway, it's not the shirt. I think it's but anyway, I got it from Santiago is where I stayed, came into, and partied and had fun in. And I'm wearing some simple jeans. So the whole idea was the blue shadow, with the red shirt because the red, and then the red lipstick. So I got the red and blue in my eyes and my lips, and then the red and blue in my shirt. And then I put on my blue jeans, and I put on the simple belt to match the boots. And I got the boots on. Yes, girl. Oh, yeah, okay. And I'm gonna go strut through. What is it called? Fresh Market. But don't worry, they give me all the love. They be like, Diva is here. What she wearing today? What you going? What you? I'll be like, I love y'all. There's some black love up in there. It's some black love up in Fresh Market. I'm giving a plug in my neighborhood. Black love. Like, I love it. And when you have a day that you want out, I'm gonna give you a tip and I'm gonna let you go. It's an Oshun tip. Because we need we need that, like the same way I told that story and y'all kind of needed that. We need to feel loved, and we need to be loved, and we need to be like we understand. We can come around something together that we both all relate to. So, like I said, I went into that store, yes, in Weavers, and I wasn't getting no love. There was no nothing. There was no no. It was not love, right? But when you have those days, if you got some more shoon in you, that's gonna be very important. Tip now, just listen up. If you had them days, you was cute, but you didn't get the love, go into a place where you do. Whether it's your mother's house, your father's house, your cousin's house, go into a place where you get that love. When I go up into that fresh market, I know all them cashiers. I got love for every last one. I pick out something in each one and say something nice, and they return the favor. We all need to be hearing that we are loved. There's nothing wrong with it as black women. Seek that love in the right places, and everything will follow, and good things will follow. Love you, queens. Have a happy holiday. Thank you, Linda Camaseta, or Seta, Camaseta. Thank you. I love that. Camaseta. That makes a lot of sense. Love it. Thank you, goddess. Okay, I will see you all. Come through with the sexy, says, come through with the sexy, says Black Minds. So pretty, says M Love. I'm going to have to email her. She missed my comment. Email Lady T. What comment did I miss, baby? You look cute. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Nubia. You doing in that outfit. You look amazing. You're so wonderful. Thank you. Thanks for the comment. I will tell my mom you said hi. Yes. All right, ladies. We've been on for an hour, and it goes so fast. But I know we need that hour a day. I need it too. Thank you for loving me, being here for me. Let me go make this delicious, delicious snack, and maybe I'll come back and show you how I make it. As a matter of fact, I would love to do that. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Peace and blessings.